stress.
Jeff, just to with the injuries, is there anybody besides Ryan, Fabry, Bertuzzi, and Gagne who's not available tonight?
We don't know that for certain. There's a couple that are unknown, so we'll wait till tonight to make those decisions. So we'll see. I anticipate Gagne being available.
Okay. And Fabry, is he maybe for Thursday, or what's his?
Yeah, we're open potentially for Thursday. In the next few games we're hoping for sure, but hopefully Thursday.
How much are you looking forward, the whole team looking forward to getting past 3 p.m. today? You kind of spoke about it the other day that it's a stressful time, and now it's almost over.
Yeah, I mean, I think anybody that doesn't think that there's added stress at this time is probably being foolish. There's certainly the stress of the unknown is a hard thing on us as people, and so not necessarily for me personally, but more for the individual players, and not knowing for sure certain individuals what will happen, and then as a team, what our team's going to look like. So. Let's get to 3 o'clock and then let's be ready to play a game tonight.
Do you anticipate using Gustav Lindstrom at some point?
Yes, I anticipate using him. Correct. Yep.
As soon as tonight, or
potentially.
Okay.
I got a whole bunch of. I'm not making any lineup decisions until later on today, but potentially tonight. Yep.
Yeah. What did you guys like about him? I mean, he made a favorable impression last season.
Gustav is a really good passer. He's got good poise. He can pass a puck and under pressure. That's his number one, in my opinion, attribute. I think what he needed to continue to get better at was his foot speed in tight areas. And I think he's worked at that, and so he's going to have to be a really good defender. That's a good first pass guy. And I think he's got that ability so it'll be, when he does get a chance to play, which he will for sure, it'll be interesting to see how he's improved from last year.
Thank you.
Yep.
Next, we'll go to Max Ballman from The Athletic.
Jeff, what do you do between now and 3 p.m.? Do you watch the streams? Do you just bury yourself in film, take a nap? What do you do today?
Just normal game day routine. I'll treat it as a normal game day. I'm not going to watch the streams. Steve will let me know if anything's going on. And other than that, I'm focusing on coaching a hockey game tonight, the normal as I would. So, if something happens, it happens. And then we'll make the lineup after 3 p.m. comes.
And then you talked about guys like Chalowski and Lindstrom, how they can grab the opportunity. What would that look like for each of them? What would like a grabbed opportunity look like in each of their cases?
I think for Chalowski, be really good on the power play, show moments of real good offense, like poise and kind of controlling the play with the puck. That's when I think he's at his best offensively, and then solid defensively. And then for Lindy, it's making great first passes out of our end, defending well, and being able to guy who can ultimately be a penalty killer for us, blocking shots and doing that. So, there's opportunities there. There's opportunities on special teams, and there's opportunities 5-on-5 to show that they can help us win. Now, I think the other part of it is how is the team doing when they're in, and I think what we all want here is guys who are going to help us win, not guys who are good enough to play in the league, not guys that are fine players, guys that are going to help us win. And that's what we're looking for.
Thanks, Jeff.
Yep.
Next, we'll go to Ted Kaufman from the Detroit News.
Hey, Jeff, you mentioned Alex Biega the other night, and just the fact he's only played, a handful of games this season, but just the fact it takes a certain type of pro to do that, doesn't it? I mean, he's, like we said, only played a few games, steps in and usually does a really professional job for you. I mean, what does it take mentally for a guy to do that, basically, to hang in there like that all season?
Yeah, it's not, it's especially when you don't see much light at the end of the tunnel. It's hard. It's frustrating. There's times it's more difficult than others. I think, people in ththose situations ebb and flow a little bit from their energy level because it's hard. And I think he's done a good job of keeping it up and showing up every day to work as hard as he can. I mean, he's made himself an NHL player because of his work ethic and his compete. And so I think he's done a good job of bringing those attributes to the table every day. And that doesn't, necessarily mean that you get to play a lot. It just doesn't. It's the reality of it. But he hasn't he's done a good job of staying focused on what he can control, and that's his play.
Okay. That's all I need for today this morning. Thanks, Jeff.
Those are all the questions we had for Coach. We'll be back shortly with Mark Stahl.